former CEO of Walmart, Simon in here. If you could see him there, is inflation no matter where you live. Again, it's hitting everyone. There we are. I see you there. A little technical issue going on here. Now, I want to bring in, so Bill Simon. Bill, I want to talk to you about the president declared that he had saved Christmas. And, you know, you're working out the supply chain issues, he says, but we're seeing pictures of those empty shelves with that hashtag bare shelves Biden on social media. So which is it? Is the supply chain solved, or are we still going to deal with this?
No, it's a shocking and unmitigated disaster right now. Our shelves in our stores look like the Soviet Union in 1972. And it's honestly a shock to Americans. It's never happened in our lifetime. We're facing, a sort of a collaborative disaster happening all at once, a tangled mess of wires. The farmer that just spoke is rightly accurate in that prices are rising, but that's compounded by the fact that it's very difficult for them to get their product to the market right now because transportation is also an issue. We have a backup at the ports, and we have rising wages, and we have all kinds of things that are happening that are really just pushing upward pressure on prices. And the upward pressure on prices usually means that demand is reduced and supply increases. So there should be more product on the shelves. And so we've got sort of this double whammy happening. And right now, the administration and the Congress are focused on things that don't matter to the American people. The American people are hurting, and they want them to focus on inflation, on gas prices, on a solution for COVID, maybe with therapeutics, and get things sorted out. And they want to talk about January 6th and and voting rights and all kinds of other things.
Bill, I do want to get to you. I mean, we just saw the wholesale prices going up at 9.7%. That's the prices that companies need in order to make the goods that they have. They're getting more expensive. The president and his economic advisors both made the case that they're clearing up ports. You talked about transportation, and how they're moving containers through at a bigger rate as they're being offloaded. Now, I want you to listen here to Fed Chairman Jay Powell testify this week. Listen to this.
The number of ships at anchor is still at a record level. So we're not really seeing yet the kind of progress we essentially all forecasters really thought we'd be seeing by now. And that's really what's driving it. I think we did foresee the strong spike in demand. We didn't know that it would be so focused on goods, but so that's really what happened.
Yeah, record number of ships at anchor, so this is not going to be sorted out anytime soon. The Fed chairman indicating maybe the end of this year.
Yeah, I think that's right, unless there's some action taken, and we have capability that we're not using. The Defense Logistics Agency and the Military Sealift Command have resources to move goods all over the world, and we have the ability to get this done. I'm more optimistic than a couple of years because it's really pretty clear what broke the system. And when you know what broke it, you can fix it if you have the will and the effort. And really, I think the administration ought to say, we're not doing anything except supply chain, inflation, and COVID and world affairs until this is fixed.
Right.
And
so
when you
Bill,
can't do the small stuff, you don't get to do the big stuff.
Right. I'm running out of time. In the last 30 seconds, I want to get this in there. We had heard a lot about supply chain issues and companies possibly looking for suppliers in Mexico or South America rather than China. That hasn't really happened, has it?
No, it hasn't. So, people are trying, but, trucking over the road, moving the goods is almost as difficult, maybe even more difficult than, the over the water route. So you might be able to find a supplier somewhere else, but you can't get the goods right now because there's a trucking shortage.
Yeah, Bill Simon, I appreciate it. Former Walmart CEO, thank you very much. So